Welcome back. Well, with tomorrow being Valentine's Day, consumers have a full weekend to celebrate this time. Typically, as seen by MasterCard and FNB, spend ticks up rather significantly around this day. FNB notes, though, that during the 2025 Valentine's Day week, credit card spend totaled nearly 2 billion rand, with men accounting for the lion's share of that spend, I must say. Chris Boxall, head of card payments at FNB, joins us with the group's expectations for spend this weekend. It's interesting there, Chris. Us guys, we're quite romantic, but this time around it falls on a Saturday. So that means the spend's going to be quite large. What are you expecting?
Absolutely. So if we look at last year, we saw majority of the spend sitting in chocolates, in flowers, in gifts, and about a 14% year-on-year increase in accommodation. Because it falls on a Saturday this year as opposed to Friday last year, I mean, the expectation is that people are willing to take the weekend as a bit of a break, plan a trip away, probably travel a lot more. So we expect to see a lot more of the spend in person, in store, as opposed to where we normally see it in the e-commerce environment. And I think that'll play out across the base.
Yeah. Now, January's long gone, but we are sitting at the middle of the month, and people do have money, because if you're saying these figures are going up, this is a great indication for our economy, isn't it? It shows that they're surviving, they're coming right.
Absolutely. I think macroeconomically we're in a great space. The interest rates have come down. I think this gives opportunity for people to feel more at ease with using their credit cards when, let's say, splurging on their Valentine. And this is expected to play out. Additionally, we saw that last year customers aged between 20 and 29 were the biggest group that grew year on year. And with these reduced interest rates and more of an ability to splurge, and the fact that January is behind us, we expect this customer group to still remain one of the biggest growing customer groups on Valentine's spend, but for it also to play out across the base and see a general increase in spend across the weekend.
Yeah, it's interesting you mentioned accommodation, and that's something that is pricey. And when you go for accommodation, it goes with dinner. It goes with all sorts of things that go with accommodation. It shows that, money's there. What are you seeing exactly with accommodation?
Sure. So I guess the accommodation in the past has been kind of your one night during the week, kind of for a Valentine getaway. What we expect to play out this weekend is that spans a couple of days. So a multiple increase in your spend value across the weekend. Additionally, accommodation is generally in the city of which you live. We're expected to see the geographical change in that accommodation across the weekend as well, and an expectation in flight increases to go with it.
Oh, that's interesting. That really is. But I suppose as well, you talk about the city where you live. Are you seeing a bit of a trend, though, of people going to, I live in Johannesburg, maybe going to Cape Town or going to other cities, even going internationally, because sometimes, you've got that remnants of a 13th check there somewhere.
Yes, absolutely. So I think we all know that in the COVID years, travel was limited, and we've definitely seen international travel and spend pick up in the last few years. Given, again, where our economy is at this point, we expect that to go up even further in the year to come. And there's going to be a small group of us, but more than last year, that will be able to get away internationally for Valentine's Day or for the holidays coming up.
Yeah. One of the big concerns is, now our Reserve Bank Governor, Lesetja Kganyago, will be watching this saying, but they're spending and therefore prices will go up, because during Valentine's Day, things go stupid. You can pay a whole lot of money just for a couple of really not good looking roses. Are you concerned about inflation going up? Do you see this every year and you're going, guys, this is crazy?
Sure. I think looking at the inflation trend recently, it's been very stable and on the decline. So I don't think Valentine's Day itself is going to, especially on the rose prices, shoot inflation through the roof. But I do think, and I agree with the fact that we do see merchants and the sellers of these gifts and chocolates go up on the day, taking their advantage and their opportunity where they can. And people generally go for it. I think this year, with it being more of a in-person kind of activity, you may not see the big spend on those items where the prices fluctuate, but more across the board on more of your activity spend and your normal weekend activities.
Yeah, it's all about Valentine's Day and making sure that while you are responsible, you do get yourself into a situation where you do have some fun as well. So that's tomorrow. It's the 14th of February. It's Valentine's Day. That was Chris Boxall, head of card payments at FNB.